Here we are at the auditorium of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria for the maiden edition of the Academic Staff Union of Colleges of Agriculture, Asuca, for its maiden conference. This conference is aimed to foster food sustainability drive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In the hall here today, we are expected to see participants brainstorm on activities looking at the loopholes and preferring solutions to, the sector's inevitable problems. Let's hear from participants what they have to say about this conference and why is this conference so important. Let's not forget that we have policy key stakeholders here like Ministry of Livestock, the ARCA, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, all are gathered here to brainstorm, put heads together and ensure that the food sustainability drive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes to fruition. On this, I welcome to the opening of the conference, and this program is Agric today on ARSN television. Come, let's enjoy the conference together.
Living by the already established protocol, I have the privilege and honor to declare the first of its kind conference organized by Asuca on 11th November 2021 open. And I'm wishing all the activities smooth and successful. Thank you very much.
This moment is not only a milestone for our union, but a bold step towards repositioning agricultural education and research in Nigeria. The theme of the conference, like I earlier said, is revitalizing agricultural education and research for food security, youth empowerment, and sustainable development in Nigeria. Speaks to our heart of our national challenge and aspiration. At a time when food security, unemployment, and environmental sustainability are pressing concerns, we are gathered here to ignite conversation, share innovations, and develop practical solutions that can reshape our sector and our nation. This year's conference is unique as it also includes the presentation of our award to notable stakeholders in the Agric sector. These individuals and institutions have demonstrated exceptional commitment to agricultural advancement, value chain development, and national food security. Today, we celebrate them, not only for what they have achieved, but for the inspiration they have provided to all of us. As the local organizing committee, we are humbled by the confidence reposed in us. With the support of the national leadership of Asuca, the management of ARCN, our subcommittees, partners, and volunteers, we have worked diligently to ensure a successful and impactful event. Over the next few days, I encourage all participants to engage actively, build meaningful partnership, and contribute ideas that will strengthen our colleges, empower our youths, and drive sustainable agricultural development.
As scholars, researchers, and educators in the College of Agriculture, we are the custodian of knowledge, the bridge between research and practice, between policy and productivity, between classroom and farmlands. We occupy a strategic position in shaping Nigeria's agricultural future. However, it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge the realities we face. Many of our colleges are struggling with inadequate funding, decaying infrastructure, limited research grants, poor welfare conditions, and lack of clear institutional recognition within the national educational framework. At some point in time, we had reason in Asuca to think that it is when you belong to Ministry of Education that they will recognize you. we have that very serious problem that I wish the ministry's representative were here. These challenges have not only stifled our productivity, but have also hindered the contribution that we are making to the national economy. This is why Asuca was formed as a voice for academic staff in College of Agriculture across the country. We stand for professional excellence, for dignity in labor, for equity in policy, and for repositioning the agricultural education as a cornerstone for national development. Our vision is simple yet profound: to see every college of agriculture in Nigeria become a center of innovation, productivity, and excellence. To achieve this, Asuca is committed to advocating for a clear policy identity of an autonomy for colleges of agriculture within the national educational framework, pursuing fair welfare and conditions of service for academic staff comparable to other tertiary institutions, promoting research, collaboration, and innovation to address contemporary agricultural challenges, encouraging the integration of digital technologies and agribusiness education to make agriculture attractive to the next generation, building partnership with government agencies, the private sector, the international organization to strengthen agricultural training and extension. In furtherance of these goals, it is imperative to strengthen our union's operational capacity. The national leadership of Asuca requires a functional vehicle to ease movement during official visits to chapters across the country. This will not only enhance efficiency, but also demonstrate our commitment to grassroots engagement. We are calling on spirited individuals within that have passion for agriculture to assist the union in achieving its own aims and objectives. Furthermore, the union must work towards establishing its own permanent secretariat, having a befitting administrative headquarters that will serve as a symbol of institutional identity, stability, and continuity. It will provide a central location for research coordination, policy development, record keeping, and collaboration. In this digital age, Asuca must also establish an official website and digital communication platform. These will serve as vital tools to disseminating information, showcasing research outputs, connecting members, and enhancing our visibility nationally and internationally. A functional online presence will ensure that our activities, policies, and achievements are accessible, transparent, and well documented. This conference is therefore not just a ceremonial gathering. It is a call for stakeholders to take action. It is a platform for deep reflection on how much we love agriculture. We shall be engaged in robust debate and forward thinking to getting solutions to the problems that we are having in the agricultural sector. Over the next few days, we will be exchanging ideas, present papers, and develop recommendations that will help reposition colleges as engines of agricultural transformation in Nigeria. There are cut-edge research that are going on, but we need to cross-breed. We need to come together, and that's actually the essence of a conference.
It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Median Annual Conference of the Academic Staff Union of Colleges of Agriculture, Asuca, holding here at the headquarters of Agri Research Council of Nigeria. This historic gathering marks the important milestone in our collective effort to strengthen agricultural education and research in Nigeria. Let me commend the leadership of Asuca for the foresight, unity, and commitment that led to this conference. The establishment of Asuca just 5 years ago, an active engagement of Asuca demonstrates the growing recognition of the pivotal role that federal colleges of agriculture plays in developing Nigerian agricultural manpower and supporting the Renew Hope agenda of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. At the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, ARCN, we regard colleges of agriculture as critical institutions within the National Agricultural Research System, NARS. They serve as a bridge between the research output and field-level applications, providing the skilled manpower and practical innovations that drive productivity across our agricultural value chains. We are aware of the challenges faced by staff and management of the colleges, and I wish to assure you that ARCN is working actively in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Rural and Food Security and other partners to address these challenges in sustainable manner. A major effort in this direction is the review of scheme of service for the entire National Agricultural Research System, which includes the Research Institute, the Federal Colleges of Agriculture, and other allied institutions under the purview of ARCN. I am pleased to inform this distinguished audience that process has concluded by ARCN and duly submitted to the office of the head of service, civil service of the Federation for necessary action. We are hopeful that once released, this new scheme of service will modernize and harmonize career structures across the National Agricultural Research System, enhance staff motivation, and promote excellence in research, training, and innovation. In addition, I am delighted to report that ARCN is about to sign a memorandum of understanding with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund. This landmark partnership will open a window for the Federal Colleges of Agriculture to access TET Funds intervention support for research. For research, academic staff development, and infrastructural improvement. Through this collaboration, and after all modalities are finalized, our colleges will soon begin to benefit from same institutional support that has transformed universities and polytechnics nationwide. This achievement is a major step forward in our collective pursuit of equity and capacity strengthening with the agricultural education and research ecosystem. Distinguished comrade, ARCN views Asuca as a strategic partner in achieving Council's mandate. The union's advocacy and intellectual engagement are essential in shaping the future of our agricultural colleges and ensuring that their contributions to national development are fully recognized and supported. As we look ahead, I encourage Asuca to continue fostering constructive dialogue, research contribution, research collaboration, and academic excellence. Together, we can reposition our colleges as hubs of innovation, skills development, and sustainable agricultural transformation.
The conference, this type of conference we are having, we have a lot to discuss. We have to raise some questions, and those questions need to be answered. we provide solution to Nigeria agricultural system. We are going to discuss the issues as it relates to agriculture in Nigeria. We know presently we have a lot of issues in Nigeria, rising from insurgency and also insecurity. All these need to be addressed. So I want us to have a perfect discussion so that at the end, we should be able to provide solution to Nigeria problem to some extent. But there's one thing that do bother me, and I think I was thinking anytime I have opportunity, I will maybe echo it so that Nigerians should be thinking about how we are going to resolve that issue. There are many arguments about it. And that is issue of this GMO seed, genetically modified seed. We have a lot of argument on it. In it, a lot of arguments, some for and some against. But when I read through certain literatures, it is not, as far as I can say or suggest, we need to rethink about it. We Nigerian educationalists or agriculturalists, we are blessed and we have brain. So we should not allow ourselves to be enslaved by any other community. We should be able to develop any seed of any sort by ourselves. Our brain, Nigerian brain, I'm talking of Nigerians, our brain, we are not dull. Any other seed they call modified or not modified, we should be able to improve on our local varieties and then produce seed that we don't need to argue about, so that we are going to have good food insecurity and then depend and be not to be enslaved by any other country.
Mr. President is doing a great job, but the problem is implementation. I believe most of us seated here, they are all talking microbiology, this and that. Why is he talking about agriculture? By profession, that's how I am. By practice, I'm an agriculturist, a practicing one for that matter. And I will tell you the story. What changed my conception? I noticed before you start talking about diagnosis of diseases of human, animals, and the environment, food plays a very critical role. We are 98% of what we eat. A good number of all these diseases coming here and there is just simply because of our eating habits. Understanding the fundamental concepts is critical in appreciating how the interest to drive agricultural transformation and sustainable development in Nigeria. What do I mean by that? What is agricultural education? Some of the things are this: equip learners with practical skills for self-reliance and entrepreneurship. Develop human resources capable of improving agricultural productivity and sustainability. Integrate research, innovation to the field of practice. Let me say this here. We are all experts in agriculture. I'm only standing to talk on this because a letter was forwarded to me. I can't say no. And actually, if I retrospect, my issues have always been first to begin something develop it, and others, and that's why I call my own philosophy. When you detect, you develop, you deploy. How do we coin relationship between agriculture, food security, and national development? We all know that agriculture supplies staple raw materials for our industries, be it local or international. But the question comes, why are we lacking behind? The topic we are talking today is revitalization of agricultural education for food production and youth empowerment. Why do we talk that issue of revitalization? English has no A level. When something is vital, it means it's very important. It means it's very needful. And that is why we are trying to do what? To revitalize it, to tell the world, hey, they seem to do this. Why do we have to do that? Outdated curricula is the issue, and that of pedagogy. The second is this: inadequate funding and infrastructure. The other one is weak research practice pathways. And let me say something on this. Mr. Chairman, sir, I'm happy you are from Niger State, the farmer governor. Experience I had in Malaysia is that we are not promoting our local foods. That's the problem Nigeria has. And I want to thank God. I stay in the north, and you know, when we're talking about classification of microorganisms, if you bring gari here, amala, tuwo shinkafa, akpu, or yam, from the first place you will know where the person comes from. We call it dichotomous scheme in microbiology. You can come for dressing. You can go for other things, but by the issue of association and where you live, at the end of the day, you are done what? Encapsulated, even in the area of language. So we have to really be proud of what we are doing, no matter how skeletal it is. You see, this hand bomb, Indians originated it, and they sold it to World Health. And that's why they are making millions and improving their own economy. Don't be discouraged that little thing you are doing by your corner. Why are we to revitalize this? There is escalating food scarcity and malnutrition among our children, even the adolescents and the old. And the problem comes: weak relationship between research and extension services, where the teachers, where the colleges come to play a very big role in linking the research, the farmer, and the field, giving rise to what? High yield. The reason can go on and on, but we have to say this: the importance of national agricultural development. Agricultural education it should ensure that the graduates, they pass their theoretical aspects and the practical aspects. Mr. E.S., there's something you have to do for us. I'm happy the representative of the marine economy is here. I don't know of livestock, and the representative of now formed. Our colleges, they need tractors for practical and other harvesters have named them, because I'm quite sure that we have fields for practical purposes. True or false? I'm asking us. So you people should please pursue that extensively, because if you bring a graduate from our colleges and the BSc aspect, our colleges will go further in solving the problems more than the person who just develop on theoretical aspect of it.
So I really appreciate you for honoring me today. I'm not taking it for granted.
You on his behalf.
On behalf of the Honorable Minister of Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy,
go back and take that really committing with his vote. Tell him that coming to sit and thank you. I don't come. This is just a
What's presented to you on behalf of Asuca for your standing performance for contribution.
As the maiden edition of the maiden conference of the Academic Staff Union of Colleges of Agriculture, Asuca, comes to an end, it is hoped that this gathering is a continuous one, as we've seen today, that this brings together specialists in the sector to drive innovation and growth for the sector. From here, I am Khadija Oluwatoyin. I mean, saying bye for now on the program Agric Today.